Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. We are on the north side of Chicago where we are going to visit Neticia, who loves to bake. She's going to bake something for us. We don't know what yet, so let's go find out. We're here with Neticia. Neticia, what do you do? What's happening? You don't know what's happening? Your phone was tweaking. So what do you do for a living?
I am a financial counselor for a hospital. I actually am technically self-employed because I'm not going to work.
What? Wait a minute. Wait, I'm just hearing about this. That's what's up. So you're gonna be doing your baking
Business full time. Yeah. I'm actually gonna take on a partnership to open a restaurant in the next couple of months and have my baked goods in there. So it's a walk of faith.
That's dope. Good for you.
It's major. It's kind of nerve-wracking, but I just say that there's been more provision and walking in faith than going to work every day.
I know that's right. Yeah, I'm with you.
It's been pretty awesome.
Good. Well, congrats.
Thank
Congrats. So, what inspired your baking?
Well, as you know, like our family likes to bake. We like to cook. We like to throw down, and it started as a hobby. On like the holidays, I would bake, like end up baking macaroni and cheesecake, and my signature item now that I have is called a Tishbar. I was baking that for people, and at first for free, and then after a while I started charging them a little something, and then I realized like it's actually a demand for this stuff. So I started using the people that I work with as guinea pigs, and I started baking like every day and just mastering recipes, and it took off from there. Really? I'm naturally a hustler, so I'm like,
I think that's in our blood.
Yeah. I was thinking like, you know, my job is not that fulfilling. Like I need to figure out how to retire early, or at least figure out how to get paid for something I enjoy doing.
Absolutely.
Like, you know, I can do a myriad of things, and this kind of came easy. The overhead is low, and so it's happening. It's fully popping.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is really awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of exciting.
How long have you been baking?
I guess a couple years now, seriously.
Like,
but like our whole life, but seriously.
Right, like
seriously a couple years.
Job out of it.
Yeah. Just a couple years, and then like officially, I guess about 6 or 8 months ago, you know, we opened, started renting a commercial kitchen and do our baking out of there. So before then, everything was happening like right on this table, right in that kitchen. And then I turned our home office into a storage unit for all my baking stuff. And I've probably in the last year spent like close to $10,000 on equipment. And
you gotta invest in
yeah. So, like I don't know anyone else who really like almost started a full business with, you know, a few $1,000s. So
exactly.
I don't see it as a big deal.
It's not, because it's gonna, you know, you're gonna get that back when you start selling your goods.
That's what I told my husband. That's what I said. So, yeah.
But that's how you have to look at it. You gotta invest in what you want. So, you know what's gonna come out of it.
Yeah.
Because you're striving for it.
Yeah.
So what are you gonna make today?
So today I was gonna make you guys a signature item. It's called a Tishbar, and this is just a sample of one of them. It's packaged. It usually has this big label on it. It's our signature item. This item I started making. There used to be this old lady at my job, and she used to make these raspberry bars, and she left. And before she left, like, I'm like, I need to be able to eat this.
You made that recipe.
Yeah, so I just kind of made my own rendition of it and changed the recipe up like a few different times. And like what I started, like I said, making it for other people, and it's like they were willing to pay for it. So I currently have this product in 4 different locations around the Evanston area, and then 1 in Chicago. So it's a high demand for it. And it's pretty tasty. Like you can easily, it's like we use real butter, so it's like it's the business. So it's a fruit-filled pastry, and
I can imagine how good it is.
It's crispy, chewy, crunchy. I don't know. It's the Tishbar, and it's pretty good. So we're proud of it, and yeah. So that's what I'm gonna make today.
Nice. So let's get started.
All right. So What I'm gonna make for you guys today is our signature item. It's called a Tishbar. It's just a few ingredients that I won't be able to share, but I'll kind of give you. So this is our breading dough. It's just our dried ingredients. It consists of some flour, some baking soda, a little bit of salt, and a few other things, some sugar and such. So that's our base, and it's pretty simple. And so I'm gonna make a small batch today. It's nice and light. What I usually do is start with melted butter. Usually it's a little more solid than this. I kind of melted it a little too long. So this is just a stick of melted butter. So it's a full stick per one batch. So that's like a lot of butter, which is why our bars taste so good. So we put the butter in. Yeah, butter is like everything. And so we also need 1 egg for our dough. And
I'm not a baker, so this is fascinating to me.
so typically, I usually mix with my hands. It makes a big difference than mixing with a mixer. Even when we make big batches, we start with a really big spoon and then mix. So you want to get like a nice
difference does it make like this?
I don't know. I heard that like it's easy to overwork your dough. Usually what we do is we mix our wet and our dry ingredients a little bit. And then after that we have some flavors that we add to the batch. And so I usually put my last batch of flour in, and that flour that I just put in is for mixing purposes. It's not necessarily for like the ingredients. It gives the dough the right consistency. And so I have some flavors that I put in, a couple tablespoons of each. And so that's just vanilla. I can't tell you what this is, because then I have to kill you.
More secrets. Shh.
And then this is secret.
That looks like some liquor. That's
Yeah,
what the
it's
secret
almost
is.
like a little something for the party.
Right.
And then
Get you right.
so we just stir it a little bit just to get the flavors in. And then the flour kind of remains on top a little bit. And so you start seeing from powder, you start seeing the dough. So like this is really important to, once you get it all mixed in, come out and go in with your hands. And I don't know why it's important, but I just feel like it's important. Everything mixes better together. I don't know if it's the warmth of your hands or like really kneading that dough. So our batch is ready. And again, this makes a small batch. We usually cook in half sheet pans or double this amount, which is full sheet pans, which is what we use at the commercial space that we use. So today I'm just making a small batch. So I take my dough, like this is all I have, and I divide it like in perfect half. And it's always off, so the bigger part I put down as a base. And the reason I do this by hand, like not with a rolling pin, is because I want to feel so that like the dough is consistent. And usually I make enough to like fill this whole pan up. And so what happens is you start building this like amazing edge, which is what you see on here. So like this is.
Do you cut them so every piece has an edge?
Not lucky enough to do that.
Oh, okay.
But so we build an edge on our fish bar, and they usually like
That dough was made so fast. It always seems like dough takes so long to make. Maybe it depends on what you're making.
yeah. So we just build a couple edges around there. And this is kind of rectangular. Usually it's in whatever shape the pan is. And so this goes into our oven for about 15 minutes. And then we come back and we fill it and we cook it again for another 45 minutes. So today we're gonna make raspberry Tishbars. So we'll go ahead and get this in the oven now. And I always keep paper down to stop it from sticking. So this is where it all began, in our home oven.
So the oven is how hot?
So the oven is at 350 degrees now. And I always set it for 15 minutes, and then that way I can do something else. and then we come back in 15 minutes and we have crust.
Oh, sounds good.
Yeah. So this is part one of the Tishbar. Basically, what we do now, like this is the crust or the base of it.
It smells so good. I want to eat it by itself.
Man, sometimes I do.
Do you? I'm so ready to eat that.
I have this company that I get these raspberry, all my preserves from, because they have like these exotic flavors, and they jar them pretty much every week. I get them from like Intamin, and I like to collect the jars too. So, the most valued or common Tishbar you're gonna see is like raspberry or pineapple. We also do like peach. Yeah, pineapple is amazing. We do peach. We do like cheesecake ones. We do sweet potato pie around the holidays.
What's cheesecake on it?
Well, I didn't make any cheesecake filling today, but it's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I have it in stores. That's my favorite.
So what I have made today for you guys is peach and raspberry. So imagine like a cobbler, but it's a little bit different dough. So like the dough is what's different. So what we do is we just fill the base of the bar with a nice even amount of preserves. And you'll see like usually preserves are like hard and stiff. Like this is pretty much as fresh as you're gonna get.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is a nice quality company, and it's worth like the extra money. And I guess I can't advertise them because they're not paying me, but I like them. And so what we do is we push the preserve all the way to the corner. So every portion of the bar has some filling in it and an even amount. So sometimes it's kind of like overboard, but people appreciate overboard.
Yes, give me that flavor.
So that's like a Tishbar. You can just imagine that it's like way fuller, or like a larger. This is a mini bar for you guys today. And so what I do is basically, and this is the part that's important, and it takes all day, but I find that it makes a difference too. It's more like a crumble topping. And so like all of these little crumbles are like packed with butter, and it's gonna cause the top of that bar to be so crispy. So we take our time and we irritatedly crumble this piece of dough.
No matter how big it is.
You just keep on crumbling
and crumbling.
Depending on the consistency of like your butter, if the butter is like, this butter was really, really melted, so like it's separating fairly easy. But sometimes we get this like really fine powder.
Yeah.
And so we use that, and it adds like this real crispy texture, so we like that too. Half and half. Like fully melted half, and then leave some solid.
Yeah.
So, nice. So this is a Tishbar, and this is what happens. So now imagine this being like, I'm at the restaurant, it's a full sheet
like
cake.
The size of the table.
So I'm like,
oh my God.
like all day, and then I have to have all my hair tied up, of course.
Your arms get tired all day.
Yeah, everything gets tired. You come home and your neck is like, you know, but
it's worth it.
The product is consistent, and it's made by people love it. So we keep making it, and one day we're gonna boom because of this right here.
That's awesome.
And I had tried to figure out. Spend so much time doing it, but then your product is not the same.
The quality is different.
Right. So we
People
just
sell different.
We just take our time and crumble. Like jam.
Too bad we didn't have the rights to any, because I surely would love that. We can't be paying people for royalties.
So that's the top of the Tishbar, and now this part right here, it bakes for like 25 to 30 minutes. And what comes out is yet to be seen. Yeah, so when we come back, this will be crispy and nice and brown and fresh, flaky and hot, yeah. And so like our goal is to make sure that these Tishbars get to the customers that are purchasing it within 48 hours because we need a day of the opportunity to like really chill and get solidified and for all the flavors to mesh.
Oh man,
so
you can't eat it fresh.
You can.
Oh,
But
okay.
what a lot of people do, like my favorite thing to do with it is I warm my Tishbars up.
Yeah,
So and I put ice cream on top. But some people eat them for breakfast.
Like a cobbler.
Yeah, it's amazing. So but if for the best like clean cut and packaging, we
Let it cool.
Let them cool for an entire day. And if they only get a half a day's cool. I'm gonna put this back in the oven for 25 minutes. And
At the same temperature?
yep, same temperature. So imagine now that the bottom of that dough is already cooked for 15 minutes.
So that's gonna be real crispy.
Crispy, right? So its bake time is the 45 total minutes. So that does something special to the butter.
Whenever y'all are ready.
So this is the Tishbar. I got it warmed up for you. You have raspberry there and peach there with a little bit of powdered sugar for a little essence.
Peach. I thought it was
And
pineapple.
nope, not today. So you have peach and go ahead and enjoy. And we have one of the locations that we're in. They do Tishbars a la mode. So they'll put it on in a container for you and put some ice cream on it.
Powerful.
Yeah. So that's next level butter. So that's peach. And
I'm not a huge fan of peach.
I'm
But
gonna
this.
just get in there with you.
Mm,
'Cause I believe in what I do.
I know that's real.
So it's
That's
really delicious.
delicious.
Every time, like no matter what, I'm always surprised that, man, this is so good.
Like I made this.
Mm-hmm.
My hands.
So that's amazing.
It is. This is my first time having a Tishbar. I've had some of her other baked goods.
So you get that crispy, and you get that chewy,
I knew this was gonna be good.
and you get that fruity. Yeah.
And I'm not a fan of like stuff with like fillings, but this, how about this? How the best of these. Thank you very much for sharing.
So that's raspberry. That's our most common flavor, most sought after flavor. So we make sure that raspberry is on site with everybody.
These taste just like the Entenmann's, that what they call that?
Like a breakfast bar.
Like
Danish?
they cake, they're Danishes. Oh my god. So good.
So when you warm it up, it's more like breakfast, and then when it's cool, it's like crisp, more like, you know, a dessert. So it's kind of versatile. I have some people that buy them to eat them with coffee, and some people that eat them at night. Everybody gotta have it. Yeah. Today I ate one just because I was hungry. So that's that. Thank y'all.
Thank you.
No problem.
We have a present for you for letting us interview you today.
Nice. Does it have sugar in it?
No. Unfortunately, it doesn't.
Oh, here. Paper towel.
It's a shirt
Whoa. Check that out.
from our company.
Nice.
We got a shirt,
Let me toss that.
Culinary Aspect shirt.
Nice.
Voila.
That's pretty amazing. Wow, I'm like so official.
You
I'm official
official.
now. Let me pull my stuff.
You've been on Culinary Aspects.
Nice.
Boom.
Well, thank you guys for having me. I feel real blessed now. And look out for Tishbars.
Yes. Tishbars. What can they order?
At www.tishbars.com for orders. We also do custom cakes. We also make sweet tables. We do corporate events, quinceañeras, baby showers, baptisms, you name it, we bake for it. And like our most favorite thing to do right now, and what's really in, is custom tier cakes. The tall cakes are really in, and so we do a lot of that. So that's where all the fun is. Thanks.
Thank you. Bye, guys. Until next time.